Are you considering selling your home and moving to Boulder County? After researching all the areas online and signing up for home searches, you have finally made a decision to make that move. But then, reality sets in, and now you're wondering, how is this all going to work? Your eyes start to roll around as you contemplate the big picture, right? Maybe you're starting to sweat a little bit and your heart rate goes up. Well, I'm here to tell you that I can put a little bit of calm back into your plan. My name is Carla Howell with Boulder County Homes, and we're going to lay out 5 steps to take when you want to buy and sell your home at the same time. So stay tuned. Number 1, the first step is to plan your timeline for buying and selling. Are you moving from one state to another? From Florida to Colorado? Or maybe you're moving from one neighborhood to another one in your own hometown. A move is never simple. However, if you're staying close by, it may be a little bit easier. You can use one real estate agent who works in the area and will know the market intimately for both buyers and sellers. For us here in Boulder County, we have 4 distinctive seasons. Selling in the spring and summer is typically very different than selling in the late fall, into the holidays, and cold weather. The one truth is that the real estate market is always moving unless you're intentionally planning to realize higher net proceeds from your sale by planning to sell at the peak of the market and buy when prices drop in the fall and the winter. Then it really could just be a wash if you're buying and selling at the same time. Know your budget, not just your list price. It's not the same. And what's that, you ask? It's called a net sheet. It's what you could potentially sell your home for, minus all of your closing costs, marketing expenses, repairs, and other miscellaneous costs. This will be very important information in order to determine your true budget, whether you're taking out a mortgage or paying cash. If the seller's market changes, then you should really consult with your realtor and pull an updated net sheet and also a current comparable sales analysis. Can you buy and sell at the same time? I get asked that a lot. And who wouldn't want to just sell in the morning, go to closing, close, and then turn around and get back to the title company and close on your new home in the afternoon? Okay, here's the truth. Unless you're working on buying an off-market property, a property where the seller doesn't want to use a realtor to list it, or maybe a seller just doesn't want to have a realtor put it on the MLS, it will be incredibly risky to buy and sell at the same time. If you make an offer on a new home before selling yours, it's called a contingent offer, meaning before you can close on your new home, you must close on your current home. I call it the domino effect. The contracts in Colorado give buyers contingent dates to exit throughout the contract with no questions asked. Just check the appropriate box on the form and the deal is done. So if you have a home under contract, it could fall out of contract at any point between the beginning of the contract and the closing date. And if you don't close, you can't fulfill your contract on the new home. And that seller may have a contract on their home contingent on you selling your home. And here we go. The dominoes fall down and you are starting all over. There is a way, though, that a seller could negotiate an extended stay for up to 60 days with a leaseback agreement from the new owners buying their home. This agreement could be disclosed in the MLS, but honestly, will you be deterring potential buyers who can fulfill your request? It's best to negotiate this as part of the offer and then have Plan B in place just in case it's not an option. In the next part of my video, I will share steps to take to prepare your home for market. Should I think about a kitchen remodel? Or should I just change out the old worn carpet? And what about that pink bathroom? Should I just auction it off and save time and money? Was an iBuyer? Will they give me cash? Oh my gosh, I need help. Someone help me. If you stay with me till the end, you will feel some relief.
Oh, sweet relief.
And I'll share more videos that I think you'll really like. Plus, I'll share a free seller's preparation book in the download in the description box. Moving on to number 2. Now that you've planned your timeline, it's time to get your home ready to sell. Are you ready to put your plan into action? Here are some important steps, and don't worry, your agent will help you with all of them. Hire a professional inspector to detect anything that might need to be fixed before putting it on the MLS. It will save you a lot of stress to find out what the issues are now, rather than waiting for a buyer's inspector to discover them after you're under contract. That could derail your timeline and your plans. Stage your home, hire a professional to help you with staging. There are so many different types of stagers out there, and maybe you're able to use a lot of your own items to minimize the cost of staging. Or maybe you just want to go all out and have a nice budget for staging. Either way, you'll want to catch the buyer's attention within seconds. Hire a professional cleaner to make your home sparkle inside and outside. Don't forget the windows. And wipe out those smells that you've become accustomed to smelling. Because a buyer will be turned off so quickly, and they will determine in their own head that something is wrong. And you know what? Do not buy those smelly Glade things that plug in. That is the oldest trick in real estate. But honestly, it only tells a buyer that you're trying to hide something. And do not settle for an agent that takes photos with their phone. Have you seen those listings online with those dark photos and pictures with animal heads in the living room walls? Not very appealing. Now, let's price your home. The truth is that you need eyeballs on your listing in order to get showings and in order to get offers. If your list price is too high, buyers will pass on and look at others that fit their budget better. If you price it below what you think it's worth, buyers will be all over it and you'll experience more showings, and this could bring even maybe a multiple offer situation. The market of buyers and their agents, they will price your home for you. So if you're high or low, they will adjust it. Now, focus on getting those showings up and know what to expect as far as the days on market and how long it will take before you can expect an offer. An agent can help you with lots of data and reports and market knowledge. Number 3, it's time to sell your home. Once it's cleaned up and the list price has been set with a plan in place, it's time to share your home with buyers. Your agent will list it and set the schedule for showings. Keep in mind, even with a well-prepared home, it could take some time for the right buyer to appear. Your agent will give you straight-up advice on what to expect. Now that you've done all the work, it's tempting to start looking again, right? Well, I have one word of advice. Stay focused on your sale. Any delays could complicate your moving plans. Read your feedback reports with your agent, and you know what? Just make any necessary adjustments to keep those showings coming and get to the closing table. Number 4, fill the gap between buying and selling. Now that it's under contract, you should have a clear idea of how long the gap will be between closing the sale of your home and beginning the search for your new home. It's time to fill the gaps. So reach out to family members and friends, social sites. Don't be shy to share that you're looking for a rental. You might be able to get a discounted rent or maybe avoid a lengthy lease. Other alternatives are short-term rental apartments and corporate housing options. For storage, pods are a great idea. And there are many local companies around. They'll deliver a pod storage container and you can load it up at your convenience. And once you're ready to close on the sale of your home, the pod company will come and pick it up and store it safely until you secure your new home. If you've negotiated a rent-back agreement with your buyer, then you may have a little extra time to plan ahead. If a buyer who's buying your home, though, is using a mortgage to purchase your home, they will only be able to lease it back to you for up to 60 days. But if your buyer is using cash, then the lease back terms could be negotiated for a much longer time. Now you can breathe a little easy. And then number 5, finally, congrats! It's time to go shopping and plan your budget. If you're using the same agent that helped you with the sale, then they should be able to connect you with a local lender with a great closing ratio. That's important. They'll be able to pre-approve your next purchase and help you determine what you can afford. The process is really pretty quick and may require maybe a few extra documents up front, but it's what home sellers expect, and that shows them that you are a strong buyer, able to make an offer and close quickly. If you haven't found a local agent at this point to help you with your search, this should be your very first step. A real estate agent comes with all the resources and market knowledge that you'll need in order to find your new home now that you are a buyer. And most won't charge a fee, and if they do, it will be a minimal fee to cover help with a transaction assistant and will appear as part of your closing costs. I hope you enjoyed my tips on buying and selling at the same time. And there are 2 more videos to watch. And don't forget to check out the description box below for even more videos and your free seller's guide. Well, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more helpful videos. And I'll see you on the next one.